Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for another makeup tutorial. This time I'm going to be doing a day look using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette and showing you how to take it to a nighttime look without redoing your makeup totally. I'm also doing this video as a collab with my friend Michelle Wong. I did a collab with her back in, I think it was October-ish. We did a really fun video together, filmed at my house. We just had so much fun. She is just the sweetest. If you are looking for really down-to-earth people on YouTube that you can relate to, that's just an everyday woman that just loves makeup. Even though she's not a makeup artist, she still knows a lot about the products, whether it's skincare or color cosmetics. She's very knowledgeable, she is very articulate, and I guarantee you will absolutely adore her. So she's gonna also be doing a day to night look. We haven't seen each other's looks, so we're really hoping that they don't overlap, that we're not doing like exactly the same things, but what are the chances? So I do really hope that after you watch this video, you will go check out her video as well as other videos on her channel and subscribe. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, if you've come here from Michelle's channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. I love doing tutorials like this. I also do foundation reviews and skincare routines, and just I try to do a little bit of everything, to be honest with you. And I do hope that you will enjoy my content and stick around for a while. So without further ado, let's get to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam day to night tutorial. So I am beginning this tutorial with my foundation, concealer, contour already applied because I just filmed it for a foundation routine video that is going to go up this weekend, I believe. So stay tuned for that. So I'm going to zoom you in and get started on the daytime eye look. So as always, I prepped my eyes with the Milani eyeshadow primer. And then I'm just setting the primer with a pressed powder. You can use whatever you have on hand. Using a Smith 230 crease brush, I'm going into the shade Dusty Rose. And I'm applying that through my crease. I know so many other tutorials have started with the orange soda or the burnt orange, so I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I'm just building up the color. So being that I am a makeup lover, I tend to wear my makeup a little bit stronger even during the day than some of you might. So if you find that this intensity is more than you are personally comfortable with, then just don't go back in as many times as I am. Don't make it as dark. So then I'm taking that first brush that I used to set the primer, and then I'm blending out the top of that Dusty Rose. And then using one of my favorite brushes, the Samey 2.5, I'm going to be taking the color Rustic and applying that along the outer corner of the lash line and blending it ever so slightly into the crease. So these shadows are very soft. They're very similar to the Modern Renaissance palette formula. So ideally, when I'm working with these shadows, you won't already have your concealer done. As I said, I only have mine done because I filmed this foundation routine, but normally I would not have my concealer on because it does have a little fallout and you would want to clean that up. I'm going to want to clean that up. I'm going to be using a wipe. But for right now, I'm just adding color again along that lash line and blending into the outer portion of my crease. Next, I'm using a Sigma E55 eyeshadow brush, and I'm going into Tempera, and I am applying this underneath the brow. And then also a little bit on my lid, trying not to cover the area that we applied Rustic. Now, if you do happen to cover some of that rustic, then just go back in with a little bit more and touch it up. Then I'm also gonna go back in with the brush that has a little bit more Dusty Rose on it and blend it out again. Now using the Sigma EO6 winged liner brush, I'm going into the shade Cypress Umber, and I am lining my upper lash line, sticking as close to the root of the lashes as possible. So you can just stop right there. You don't have to do any sort of wing. But as I said earlier, I like to be a little bit more dramatic during the day than some people. So I am actually going to make a small wing. And how I do that is I follow my lower lash line. I follow how it kind of curves up this way. Take the brush, lay it down right there, and wing it up, and then kind of connect the lines. Obviously I have a hooded eye, so it's a little bit more, can be more difficult to do a wing. Once I've completed the wing that I wanted, I am going to clean up all this fallout. So I went and used a makeup wipe to clean up the fallout, and then I touched up my concealer a little bit. Now I am going to curl my lashes. And the mascara I'm going to be using today is Lash Princess from Essence. Once my mascara is done and dry, that's when I like to look at my eyes again and see if I've gone high enough with that crease shadow, or if I need to blend it a little bit higher, because you want your eyeshadow to be noticeable behind your eyelashes. So if you haven't gone up high enough, then your eyelashes are basically covering all your eyeshadow. So with a clean brush, this is a, what is this? This is a Sigma Blending E25. I'm not gonna add any more product, but I'm just gonna take it up a little bit higher. I'm just gonna blend what I already have there up a little bit higher. So you wanna kind of raise your brows and put your chin back a little. Just kind of bring it up. So it looks really soft and blended. And then you can see how it just lifts the eye a little bit more by bringing that crease color up. And remember, this brush had nothing on it. So with the eyes completed, we can now move on to the face. So for my blush, I'm using this Jouer Duo blush in Adore. Now for my lips, I'm going to be using this Gerard Cosmetics lip pencil in Nude. I'm gonna fill in with this Josie Maran lipstick that I honestly cannot read the name of. So I will look it up. I'll figure out what it is and put it in the description box. I've used it in another video before. It's the Lip Sting, but I cannot read. The writing is just so small and I can't read what the color is. Now the daytime look is complete. Let's say you had this on all day at work and now it's Friday, you're going out for cocktails with your girlfriends, boyfriends, whoever, and you want to take it up a notch. So we're going to reach for our Soft Glam once again. Now I'm taking a MAC 217 and I'm going to go into the Mulberry shade and I'm just going to tap it on the outer corner. Now you will get some more fallout, so definitely have a wipe handy. Always keep like your concealer in your makeup bag, like the one you have with you in your purse, because you never know when you could use a little bit more concealer. So even though it looks a little strong right now, I'm going to be blending it out. And I'm actually kind of covering up that wing, but that's okay. Then you want to take a blending brush and of course soften those edges. So yeah, I pretty much got rid of that wing totally, but that's fine. I'm going to do a more rounded look. Now using a pencil brush, I'm also going to take Mulberry under the lower lashes. And taking my finger and going into the shade Glistening, I'm going to take this and pop it right onto my mobile lid where we had previously placed Tempera. And then you want to go back in and blend the Mulberry lightly into the Glistening. And then I'm going to re-highlight under the brow with Tempera. And then using a black Kohl pencil, this one is from Charlotte Tilbury, I'm just running it along my upper lashes. You can also tightline if you want, which is getting this area under here, which I'll have to do off camera because otherwise I'll poke my eyes out. Now, if you're new to my channel, I have to tell you that I love false lashes. Any opportunity I have to wear them, I'm gonna do it. But I am trying to go for more natural looking ones these days. This is the Ardell Wispies in the Faux Mink. I trim them to fit my eye, and if you don't want to do a whole strip lash, you can maybe pop on a couple of individuals. So I'm just gonna pop these on off camera and be right back. So the lashes are on, and I went and swapped out my earrings, my studs for something a little bit more fun and dramatic. These ones are from Kendra Scott. Of course, I will link them in the description bar. Now let's add a little glow and a different lip. I already wiped it off with a makeup wipe, so let's add a little glow. Since we're using the ABH Soft Glam, let's also use the new Amrezy Highlighter. So I'm just going to take this brush from, I think it's from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to add this to the tops of my cheekbones. And down the bridge of my nose, and a little bit right here on my Cupid's bow. And if you want to, you can pop a little bit underneath the brow bone. You can add a little bit more to the inner corners if you'd like. And then for lips, I'm using this Gorgeous Cosmetics lip liner in Barely There. I'm using LA Splash liquid lipstick in Innocent Vixen. So once that liquid lipstick has dried, I'm topping it with this Buxom gloss in Trixie. So now the nighttime look is complete. for this day tonight makeup tutorial using the ABH Soft Glam palette. It is a really beautiful palette. If you want to hear more about it, about my thoughts on it, then you can check out my February favorites video because I already had put it in that video. And I just love it. I think it is a really worthwhile palette to have. Something else that's worthwhile is subscribing to my friend Michelle Wong's YouTube channel. Even if you aren't a luxury cosmetic buyer, I still think you can learn from her and enjoy her videos. She's just so fun to watch and down to earth. So definitely, please do check out her channel and subscribe to Risa Does Makeup if you aren't already, and follow me on Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook and Twitter. All of that is Risa Does Makeup. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you very soon.